gamers, today we have a mouse review on the Lamzu Atlantis Mini. Alright, this is something different. We just decided to switch it up. My XM2 has been broken for a little bit.
Warm up.
You can see, yeah, look. Fucking shit is broken, man. Come on! I freaking updated Windows. Like, if I would have never updated this stupid ass wire doesn't work properly, and I've been stuck on the Red Dragon mouse, right? This mouse is absolute garbage. I do not recommend this. It's like a normal flick. Instead of like, you know, like going like this, like, watch out. You know what I'm saying? But if I go like, shut this guy behind me! It's $10. You get what you pay for. So we decided to upgrade to wireless instead of to get away from the wired mice. Excited to review it. I did not get sponsored. I bought this with my own money. So you will have an unbiased and 100% truthful and transparent review.
All right, so let's start this review. Get this garbage ass mouse out of the way. We are now going to bring this one in to play. Perfect. All right, let's see what this bad boy comes with. Excited. All right, so as you can see, it's 4K, goes up to a maximum of 26,000 DPI. Case looks pretty clean so far. We are going to open it up. Ready? Whoa, hold on. This is actually kind of cool. Yo, this thing kind of fire. No, look at that. Look at the design. Yo, okay. But we're here for the mouse, all right? We're not here for the... Oh, look at that. And then what's in here? All right. This is probably the best packaging I've ever seen in the mouse so far. This is very clean, very fancy. Looks like it comes with some skates. It comes with grips. And I'm going to be honest, I don't really use grips for mice. I've just never really been a fan of it. It feels pretty nice so far. But this is it. This is clean, dude. I like this so far. This mouse isn't too bad. It has a very similar shape to the XM2, actually, in my mind. You know, so it should be a nice transition for me. Charger. It comes with a charger and a piece of paper. All right, so I got the tape off. Looks pretty clean. Feels pretty nice. Just be careful, I guess, if you do buy this mouse with taking these the tape off, because you could wind up probably pulling off one of the skates. But scroll wheel feels nice. We're gonna put all this back. This is the dongle, the 4K dongle for the wireless transition here. I'm liking it, Picasso. I actually really do love this packaging. I think the packaging so far is very nice, and I will probably keep this. It actually connects. So this is a dongle. It's made with like that nice rope kind of fabric, not too bad. So I'm gonna plug this into my computer and we're gonna kind of see the vibe. We're gonna get a feel for it, and I'll give you guys like an honest representation of what this mouse is like.
So I'm gonna brush over the specs of this mouse and essentially how the program and everything works. The mouse is about 51 grams, 4K polling rate. You can make your left and right click on the mouse, 0 milliseconds response time, they call it debounce time, and it has about roughly 20 to 80 hours of battery life. So with all that being said, I decided to take it to Aimlabs and do a little testing with the mouse to try to see how it feels. Alright, so we completed those scenarios. So far, I don't really have any big complaints about the mouse besides the right and left click. I feel like there could be a little bit better switches in these, but besides that, it's pretty decent. We're gonna go now into Valorant, test it out. Like I said, I'm gonna leave this Kajak warm up in the description below. This is LG56 made it. It's a new playlist. You gotta warm up for Valorant. As you know, my game of choice is Valorant. Now, for a little bit of time, you know, I had to break in the skates a little bit, so I decided to do about a 5-day kind of period to kind of mess around with the mouse to get a feel and try to, like, you know, break in a little bit. So, you know, I decided to play some team deathmatch a little bit, kind of work through all the growing pains through this mouse, because it was a different feel. I was originally on that Red Dragon that, I swear, guys, was like 600 pounds. The sensor would spin out. It was so garbage. Fine. Don't think about it. Be pissed about it. All right, get mad, angry, get angry. But going to this mouse was like a nice, you know, breath of fresh air. Lightweight, you know, pretty nice. And so far, so good. I've kind of been testing it a little bit over the 5-day span. And I also got some clips, you know what I'm saying, nice little shots I've been hitting with this mouse. You know, it's been feeling, you know, a little bit better to aim with this thing. So, you know, after the past couple days, I was hitting some clips and stuff like that. So I'm going to leave y'all with a little bit of a montage of how your boy was feeling with this mouse.
One phone thingy.
That's two, that's...
Headshot.
Oh, lurker, one lurker.
Oh my god.
Target destroyed. One enemy remaining.
Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
Have a gun.
Spike down B. One
There
enemy
is.
remaining.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn.
Big. Probe out, sides out, main out.
Eight fucking round, everyone. Beautiful. Smoke for somebody.
One enemy remaining.
Outside, dead ready.
One enemy. Last player standing.
Nice. And
Alright, so after playing with this mouse for a little bit, I would roughly give it about an 8 out of 10. The mouse, it's overall good. The weight is very relative to most other mice, the 51 grams. It's pretty lightweight. Mouse click, the left and right click. I think the switches could feel a little bit better. That's just more like a personal opinion. I do love the shape, though. The shape is pretty solid. It's very familiar to the XM2. Shout out to the homie Shred for actually recommending me this mouse. He recommended this one and the actual Lamzu Atlantis Champion. The Champion one is better than this one. Apparently, they're the same price, too, as well. If you're a fool like me, right, who looks at the polling rate and cares about polling rate, then you'd want this one for 4K. The Champion doesn't come with 4K. You have to buy that dongle separately. But, you know, me, I look at the numbers, you know, pretty numbers. So I made technically a different approach to this. I could have got the Champion, which would have been better. I like this mouse. This mouse is pretty good. Like I said, bang for your buck. Pretty affordable around that $100 range in terms of, like, performance and everything like that. The battery life drains extremely fast. Which that's a massive pet peeve. I swear I charge it almost like every day. The mouse is good though. Like again, shout out to the boy Shred. He also recommended making this idea, you know, kind of posting like a little review and like a little montage. So I'm not, you know, I might do another one because I did buy another mouse that he also recommended. So we'll give you a sneak peek on that one maybe soon. Oh snap! But that's it for today's video. I appreciate you guys as always. You guys are fucking awesome. My computer, as many of you know, it blew up. All right. The problem was I updated Windows, which when I updated Windows to Windows 11, they had this crazy bad update that wound up messing with my keyboard and my mouse. And then once I got that fixed, what happened was actually my XM2 then broke. Then I didn't have a mouse for a little bit, so then I had to use this garbage Red Dragon mouse. Then after that, as I'm playing, my computer blue screened, shut off. Like, dude, everything that could possibly go wrong in the past couple months, man, has went wrong. So it is what it is. What the fuck are you gonna do? Like I said, I'm not going anywhere. Honestly, realistically, guys, when I don't post, some wild shit is going on. And that's all I gotta say. But, alright, appreciate you guys as always. Love you guys, and that should be it for today's video. I will see y'all in the next one. Adios, muchachos. Peace!